we're just out here practicing on some of the steel targets. It's always good to practice. Always remember wear eyes and ears, all right? Eyes especially when you're on steel. Been shooting for a little bit already, and you can already see, I'm not sure if you can see that, but probably not. But I took a little brass in the cheek. So there is brass coming back. Don't think these steel targets are perfectly safe. They're pretty safe, but you will have that chance of brass coming back on you, a little bit of lead coming back, and it's always good to have these. Because you take that little nick here in your eye, and you're gonna be hurting for certain. You're gonna be shooting with one eye practice next time. So remember, eyes and ears. With drawing, try to focus on actual, if you're doing concealment practice, work on those motions. Don't be working on just coming here and shooting at your target. Anybody can be good at a regular standing stance and just cranking off rounds at the same target, same placement every time. That gets methodical, and you'll start doing that when you're actually in time of need. So practice what you want to do in the field. If somebody attacks you, you got to take that step back and reach back for your gun. Use both hands. Try not to use just one thumb, because at that point you could snag it on a belt loop. You can do a lot of things that'll mess you up. Take both hands here, come down 2 on the shirt so you can pull up. This hand now is over your chest. You're drawing down on your gun, and when you pull up, you're pulling barrel forward first. That's your first thing, because if you have somebody running at you, they're gonna close the distance really quick. I mean, there's plenty of knife drills out there you'll see that they can close 20 feet in like a second and a half, if not a second, if they're good athletes. So if they got a knife, you want to be able to have that target acquisition real quick so you can crank off rounds here if you need to. So practice that when you have your concealment. 2 hands coming here, 2 hands over, pull up, hand down on your gun, pulling up, barrel forward, and then pressing out onto your target with actual desire to shoot and stop the threat. Don't be like, eh, okay? Actually press out on your target, crank off a couple rounds, pull back, target assess, make sure nothing's coming at you, because you never know if you have other people trying to attack you. If it's a group of people, most likely cowards who attack you at like a parking lot or any other structure is going to have friends because they're cowards. So target assess, make sure nobody's coming. If somebody starts charging at you, reacquire another target, pull back. But always try to keep your barrel down range. You'll see in this video here in a second that I start dropping my barrel when I pull back. I pull back, and my barrel, rather than being here, starts coming here. And in time of need, that's bad, because if they're charging at you, you have to reacquire your target. You want to be able to pull straight back, okay, assess, and then punch out on another target as fast as you can get, okay? So that way you are ready. So practice those when you're out in the field or at the range, on steel, on paper. Practice what you want to be good at. So, all right, check it out. Practice, practice, practice. Need more practice. Lots more practice. Not bad, it's getting a little better. Little better, little better. Little bit by little bit. I got that same smooth when I pull it back. When I pull the gun back, I keep turning to, like, when I reach out and I pull up to push out. When I'm pushing out, when I go back to actually like target assess, I pull up here and I'm pushing down. I'm pulling my barrel down when it should actually stay like here. Pain in the neck is pissing me off. Practice! More of the story, practice more. I shoot a lot, but I still need a lot of work. Just because you have a CCW permit or concealed weapons permit for that matter, doesn't mean you're gonna be good at drawing that weapon under pressure. Practice mag exchanges. Don't think you're just gonna be good at it under pressure. I mean, I can barely do the things I actually want to do here under no pressure. I'm going against still targets. So Take the time to go out in the range, practice actual mag exchanges, practice. Last thing you want to do is get caught in a crappy situation and be unprepared because you don't know what to do. So I recommend doing uneven loads, doing like 3 in one mag and 4 in another mag. That way you practice trigger control, you're not jerking that trigger. And as you see with me doing a lot of the time is when I pull back after I punch out on a target, when I pull back rather than keeping the muzzle down range, I'm pointing down sometimes, and that's a bad thing, messing up on my part. So I know I got it from what I can see so far. I got to practice when I punch out and get target acquisition, when I pull back to my chest, keeping that barrel up and down range on targets. So practice, guys. This is GY6 Vids. I'll see you next time.